So it's day 7 of my water fast. Still pretty low energy today, but I feel pretty good. I don't have that many symptoms or anything. Um, Today I actually went and bought all the things that I'm going to use to break my fast with because I changed my mind on what I want to break my fast with. I'm doing it with primarily tomatoes, and I wanted them to be ripe and ready for when I break my fast. And I didn't want to have to go to the grocery store that morning because I don't know how I'll be feeling and I might be really low in energy. And I wanted to talk about why I changed my mind about what I'm breaking my fast with. Now, I know a lot of people, most people, break their fast with either juice or high water fruit. And I know a lot of people that are in the raw vegan, low fat raw vegan lifestyle are all about just fruit, fresh fruit, and all that. But I actually was vegetarian, and then I later moved into veganism years ago, and I did it for 5 years. And I did the 80-10-10 diet, which is a low fat, high carbohydrate raw vegan diet. And I did that for a little while, and it just wasn't sustainable for me over time. And I know a lot of people would just tell me I didn't do it right, or I didn't wait didn't wait long enough, I didn't stick with it long enough, but I didn't feel well. And when I switched to more of a paleo diet, when I started eating meat again, I switched to more of a paleo diet, like a paleo GAPS diet, which is moderate protein, high fat, and lots of vegetables and a little bit of fruit. I felt better, and that's what I'm happy on. I feel satiated, and I actually lost weight eating that way rather than the raw vegan low fat diet, and I just think that works for me. And everyone's different, you know. I don't think that there is one right way. It's just whatever works for you, so that's what works for me. So with that being said, I didn't want the first thing that my body has to be sugar, especially when my intestinal flora is probably going to be weakened. I don't want to introduce sugar and give candida a chance to take over. So I'm definitely doing lots of healthy food. So my plan for the first day is I'm going to have a fresh juice. I have an Omega Vert juicer. It's really nice. And I'm going to have cucumber, celery, apple juice diluted 50-50 with water. And I'm just going to use half the apple. And if I tolerate that well, a few hours later, I'm going to make the same juice, but I'm going to add a little bit of lemon and some kale. Kale has about 5 or 6 grams of protein per cup, and I want to start taking in protein as soon as I can. I know, once again, a lot of people are like, don't worry about the protein, just refeed with fruit and stuff, but that's not what I feel is right for me. So I'm going to have that, and then if that goes well, if it doesn't go well, then I'll just go back to the first juice, and I'll just have juice for the first day. But if it does, then I'm going to have some fresh, organic tomatoes. Just plain tomatoes. I'm going to just cut it up and just eat it from the bowl, and honestly, that sounds amazing to me. So I'm going to do that probably for the first day. The second day I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to, the day before my fast, I'm going to start making, oh shoot, that's what I forgot. I went to the grocery store and I forgot the bones I need for making stock. Anyways, so I'm going to make a bone stock with organic grass-fed beef bones. And I always save my pulp from my juices in my freezer so that I can put it in my stock to flavor it. And I've got some little baggies of, it's got tomato, celery, garlic, onion, and that's it. That's how I like to make my vegetable juices usually. And so I just put that in my stock, and it gives it a really nice flavor. I'm not going to add any salt or anything. And then once that's done, I'm going to make a soup with broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, mushrooms, onion, and garlic. and just cook it. I might put some sweet potatoes in there later, but not at first. And I'm going to cook it really well so the vegetables are really, really soft, and I can just really easily just cut through it with a spoon and just eat that. And that is pretty much my plan of what I'm going to eat for the next probably 4 days. Maybe on the third day, if I can tolerate it, I'll have a salad with some tomatoes and avocado and just some lemon squeezed on it. And I'll probably have juice every day just to get my minerals and vitamins built back up and just get all that good stuff in there. So that's my plan. And at first, I actually had taken all my food out of the house before I started the fast, just for peace of mind, just to know, okay, even if I wanted to break my fast, I can't. And but it's day 7. I'm not gonna turn back now. I've got three days to go, so I'm not worried about having the food in the house. I'm not gonna. It's fine. I trust myself. What else? I think that's it, really. The sporadic sleep continues. I just have a really hard time having a regular sleep schedule. That, and it's, the fast is really easy during the day because it just seems like, even though I can't really do much, the sun's out, I can talk to friends and my family, and I can, like, it just seems bearable because I have things that I want to do, and I can just research and read and stuff like that. But then I'll lay down to go to sleep at 10 or 11, and then I'll sleep for a few hours, and then I wake up, and then I'm up till 7 or 8 in the morning, and then I sleep till about 1 o'clock, and that's how it's usually been going throughout the whole fast. And then during that period of time, from when I wake up at midnight or 1 or whatever it is to when I go back to sleep, is really hard because I'm like, I want to be sleeping, and that's when I'm thinking about food, and it's just, there's no one to talk to, and I don't really want to watch TV or anything. I mean, I don't have TV, we have Netflix, but I've been trying to, like, avoid that unless I want to watch, like, a documentary or something like that. So that's been really hard, but that's probably the hardest part. And other than that, I don't really think there's much to report on. Just the same, everything's going good and the same, and I'm feeling okay. And oh yeah, the coating on my tongue is not as thick and white as it was, which is really good. That means that I've gotten a big chunk of cleansing out of the way. I think, I don't know, maybe it'll come back, but it got down a little bit this morning. So that was good. And I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything right now. So that's it for day 7, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 8.